Good evening. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the People's Pantry. I am Ked. Ashli, believe the hype. And man, this is going to be an epic episode, man. We're going to address the elephant in the room that a lot of people in the WLS community have asked us about, whether collectively or personally. So we definitely going to take a stab at it tonight and see what we can do to, educate and possibly, give more information on as to how things are going to be if you're considering the surgery, what to look forward to after, as opposed to, sex. And that's a big thing, and it plays a big role in relationships, and it plays a big role in everybody's lives. So the title of this episode is Sex is on My Mind. And we're just going to get right into it. What's up, L Boogie, my cousin? What's happening?
What's up, cousin? It's good to see y'all. Y'all looking good. I like what I see. Y'all looking good. We got the t-shirt, the 1,000 t-shirts summer. Ashli got the little lippy going on. Chris with the fresh cut. Y'all fine. Y'all some good looking brown folk. I'm good, man. It's good. It's nice. I got my new little Old Navy size large on, so I'm feeling good today. It's good. What's up, Ashli?
Since we're talking about sex today, I had to come with a red lip. I had to put a little pearl on, because I'm ready for this conversation. I got my words of wisdom and some stuff for some zodiacs today, so it should be a really good episode. Chris?
What is happening, everybody? You already know who it is. It is your boy, your guy, your one and only, Estu Chico, Spicy Papi Chris. Excited for our 10th episode, guys. Jeez. I think tonight is going to be a very spicy night, just to say the least. Definitely excited. I'm ready I'm excited. Let's get into it.
Yeah, man. Let's jump right into it, man. So this first segment we're gonna jump into, man. We're doing relationships tonight. A big thing in relationships is just chilling at the crib, watching some TV together, watching some movies. So this is Be Subtle and Cuddle. Not Netflix and chill. Our version is Be Subtle and Cuddle, because you got to be subtle before you can get into the, so sometimes you got to ease your partner into that. So a few movies, I'm an old school cat, so I'm going to throw some nostalgic, good movies at you that you could possibly watch, dig up. Some of them might be on Netflix, they might be Hulu, or you might just have to find them. It could be on demand anywhere. But anyway, the first joint is a really good classic movie, man. It stars Lorenz Tate and Nia Long. It's Love Jones.
That's a movie.
Yeah, see, it's already got the ladies over. Look, you see the ladies, they already like, yeah, that's my, So fellas. Some of you guys, with the chauvinistic stuff, you might be like, I don't want to watch that. I want to see bad boys. Sometimes you got to cater to your girl, man. So watch Love Jones with your girl, get some nice, libations, whatever that might be. You drink Tito's or some wine for the wine connoisseurs. Might have a little popcorn, or you might even want to do a little dinner. That's one movie that you can watch and check out. It's a really good movie. It's critically acclaimed by all black and brown people. Everybody Love Jones. The next joint gets into, people that went to college, and come back and they do this wedding, The Best Man. Great movie. Hey, it's hilarious. It's funny. It's got its moments. And that one, Morris Chestnut's in it for the ladies. Nia Long is also in this one. A few people. Tay Diggs. Yeah, just name a few people that are in it. It's a great movie. It's a great movie to watch with your girl. You might have already seen it, but sometimes you got to rewatch stuff. Watch it again. Also, man, my guy Eddie Murphy, man, he did this movie back in the day. And this is for your comedy, but it still got a little romance in it. Boomerang. Oh. Boomerang is another classic joint. It's got Martin Lawrence in it. It's also got Chris Rock is in it. For the fellas, what's your girl? Robin Givens is in it. Halle Berry is in it. Oh my God.
Really?
Man, yeah, it's got some great actors and actresses in it, man, that represent for the black and brown community, man. So that's just another joint that you can watch, get, kind of set the mood right. Make sure you got some candles. What can you recommend for them that they could also bring to the table to kind of set the tone, man? Date night at the crib. Simple.
A movie? A movie wise? Like what movie?
No. I mean, just to kind of accentuate what they got going on with these few movies that we tossed out. I mean, or if you got another movie too that you might like, yeah, that's cool too.
So Love Jones for sure, because it's so sensual and feels so good. Turn the lights off, not like weird off. Like if you have like a, the kitchen light that you can put on too. So the lights can be off, but don't be like completely dark because that's kind of weird. And I want to be able to see you kind of maybe look at me every now and then.
Like a sexy gem.
Yeah, dim the lights a little bit. If we're going to have snacks, don't give me snacks that's going to have me feeling heavy or be in my teeth. So don't bring no popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Bring something kind of cute and soft. Let's just have a drink. Let's drink. Let's share a blanket. Like, let's sit close to one another. Let's just and then look at me. Like, every now and then look over. When Lorenz Tate get up to read them poems and he's talking about how he can feel the love burning in him, look over at me like you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm ready to give you something to feel. Because I feel like you feel me. Right? So, yeah. Those my little additions.
Mm-hmm. And you get extra points if you listen to what I say. Like, I noticed you said this is a favorite snack of yours, or I got your favorite drink because y'all know I love my alcohol. Oh, I noticed that you were running low on your Tito's, so here's another bottle. That's my love language. You feel me?
Have it ready. Have it ready.
I like. Mm-hmm.
But with the snacks, don't give me something that's gonna make me gassy. I'm not trying to ruin the mood for you. We're trying to keep it low and slow, baby. Low and slow.
Man.
Be thoughtful.
You know what?
Think through them snacks a little bit.
Ain't nothing worse than sitting on the couch and all of a sudden you got the bubble guts. That's gonna ruin the mood.
Yeah. I'm curious to know how many times that has ruined the mood for you guys, but we're not gonna go there. We're just gonna go on to Taste It or Waste It, the next segment of the show. Speaking of snacks, so we each have an individual snack today, and I'm curious to see what you guys have because we do not have the same snack today. So, Ked, can you show us what's behind door number one?
What's behind door number one, baby? I got these Trader Joe's garlic and onion pistachios. I've been holding on these joints for a week or so now. After she hit me with some dope suggestions. I went and copped all that I could cop, and I was saving this one for tonight. Yeah, we got some big stuff coming up, so I was saving this one for tonight, just for tonight. So, I had to hide them from myself, and then I had to go find them tonight. I'm like, where the hell I put them?
So door number two, Chris, what do you have?
Well, I'm not on a liquid diet anymore, but tonight I got me another protein shake by Premier, the apple cinnamon protein shake. I don't got everybody seems to have all the popular snacks from Trader Joe's. I'm gonna make my run tomorrow, so don't worry. Tune in next week until I have a good Trader Joe's snack. But it's the protein shake tonight, baby.
And door number three.
So I'm also on a Trader Joe's kick. So I got some spicy cheese crunchies. They're like the Trader Joe's version of like hot Cheetos. So I've had these a million times. I am pretty obsessed with Trader Joe's. I have shopped at Trader Joe's for like maybe 10 or 15 years. It's for sure one of my favorite places. And these are one of my favorites.
And they have the word spicy in them.
They do.
Yes.
That like it all plays into the theme tonight. Although these are not the snack for me tonight. I don't want my mouth on fire while we're trying to be cute. No, because they spicy. They're higher than hot Cheetos, in my opinion.
I don't think these will work well for that night either. Garlic and onion. Nah.
Well, it seems like me and Chris are on the same wavelength tonight because I have a drink as well. This is from Vital Proteins, and it's collagen water, and it's flavored strawberry lemon. So I've seen you guys, some of you take collagen as like a supplement, and I don't take collagen, but I was just curious to give it a shot. So this is what I have to try tonight.
How much protein is in that?
10 grams of protein.
Oh,
yeah.
That's not bad. Where'd you get it?
I got this from CVS.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm really anxious to hear how that tastes. I don't really like flavored water, but if it has protein and collagen, I'm like, I could figure it out. Maybe blending it up or mixing it with something.
Yeah, it's 10
There you
grams
go.
of collagen and 3 grams of sugar. How many carbs? It's 1 net carb.
Ooh, that's
That's not bad.
right there.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
All
I'm
right,
gonna have to
let's
go find me that tomorrow.
shit.
I've already started digging into these pistachios. Oh my God.
they're good,
You
right?
make me wait.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calling on the Lord on this one. These is the bomb, yo.
They're good.
I'm
Is
gonna
it
have to
good?
hide these again.
Mm.
See, I can't stomach Premier Protein or any protein shake plain.
Really?
No, I can't. I can't.
This is
That's
actually
why you
pretty
kind of
good. So if you ever had like the instant Quaker Oats, like apple cinnamon flavored oatmeal, and either you or your mom just put a little bit too much milk in it, because we used to make our oatmeal with milk, that excess watery type of consistency, I know it sounds like whatever, but this tastes exactly like Quaker Oats oatmeal. This is delicious. And usually on
wow.
an empty stomach, these will kind of give me the gut, the gurglies. Really depends, but I'm gonna
I
taste
used
it.
to,
I'm gonna taste
yeah.
this.
I can't eat oatmeal like that anymore because I'm gonna want it the way I had it growing up, and that was with butter, evaporated milk, and sugar.
Ooh.
And oh my God, man.
That'd probably mess up your stomach right now. I'm
Oh my,
wondering.
yeah, yeah. Oh, it would kill me, right? It would take me over the top. So I haven't had oatmeal or anything like that in over a year, man. So it's just because I see some people eat it and they put raisins or fruit in it and stuff. I just can't do it, man. I just a personal preference.
Yeah.
Chris, I think they have a lot. That one has more carbs than regular Premier Protein, I think, right? Like, I think that was because I had it, but I've been reluctant to drink it because there's so many carbs in it.
There's 13, okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 6 net carbs. So
Well, that's
13 grams of carbs altogether, and then dietary fiber is 7. So yeah, 6 net carbs.
not bad.
Not bad.
I haven't tried it yet, but I might try it now, seeing you try it. This reminds me of any like protein flavored water drink. It's not something that I'm crazy about, but if I was like struggling to get my proteins in, if I wanted something different, I would give it a shot. But I'm probably not gonna buy it again. Yeah, it's probably gonna be. I'm drinking this and that's it. Yeah.
I was just gonna ask too.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Good to know.
Lonnie, how are those spicy puffs, like spicy to the point where they would agitate your stomach on an empty stomach? Like give you the hiccups?
My stomach is a thug out here. So like I don't really have a whole lot of issues. Like I can eat spicy foods. I can eat like regular foods on an empty stomach and be okay. So I'm not the best one to ask. They give me hot fries vibes. If you remember hot fries from back in the day, they taste more like hot fries than hot Cheetos. And to me, they're spicier. Like they're spicier. If you have a hard time with spice, they probably will be a struggle. I imagine they'll be a struggle. Yeah. They're good.
Would you get them again?
Oh yeah, I buy them all the time.
They
have so I try and eat low carb. Like I'm keto-ish. Like I just eat low carb. There are 16 net carbs for 7 of them. So that's not a whole lot. Like with the regular Cheeto Puffs, you can get like 26 for I think 11 net carbs. So but if you're looking for something spicy and Cheeto-like, they're a good alternative.
Okay.
What about you, kid? You like those pistachios over there? Should I put that on my grocery list right now?
Put that on your list, bro. It's very good. It's kind of one of them things you're gonna want to do by yourself, though, because my breath is kicking like Bruce Lee. I'm glad y'all know where to let me up in this piece, baby. I mean,
so when
I
we do
love
that live record, you can't eat this, kid. Okay?
Nah, but you know what? I love garlic and I love onions. Garlic and onions to me is probably 2 of my go-tos in any meal. The beginnings of it anyway, and it's got to be either some fresh garlic, really fresh garlic. If I can get my hands on it, I want to really just go in with it because I just love the smell of it once it drops in the butter in the skillet. I'll let it saute for a few minutes just to get a good whiff of it. I love garlic that much. So yeah, this is it's one I definitely buy again. I got to be careful with it though because it's kind of one of those slaughter type foods it can be, where I end up overindulging and doing it a little bit too much. So I definitely portion it out. I mean, it calls for a half a cup with the shells is a serving. So I mean that's actually not bad. You know, a half a cup. You're gonna want to do more than that though, and it's only 170 calories. So I guess you just gotta watch what you're eating for the day. If you do more than that half a cup, but it's definitely something I'll buy again. Absolutely.
I appreciate them putting on the bag that the serving size includes the shells, because I would be the person that's like, so should I take the shells off and then measure or what? So I appreciate that. And you know, I think since everybody in the weight loss community is on a super hype Trader Joe's kick right now, and the pantry crew was also on a Trader Joe's kick, and we're about to approach our 10th episode next week, I feel like we should do a Trader Joe's giveaway.
Yes.
So, going live today, when this episode drops on July 6th, we will be opening up a Trader Joe's giveaway, and it is lit. I'm talking poppin', all the stuff. So, the pistachios you just seen Ked try, my little crunchies, and a bunch of the pantry's other favorite Trader Joe's items will be in your basket. So we're going to be sending it out. We'll have a week-long contest from July 6th to July 13th. It will close at 11:59 on July 13th Eastern Time. So we'll have all the details to follow. And I'm excited. I'm super excited for our 10th episode. I'm excited for one of our listeners to experience our Trader Joe's favorites. And it won't be all food.
Can I enter? No, I can't. Okay.
No, ma'am. No.
I was going to ask the same question.
Hey,
You
but
know what,
you
you
can.
guys,
I mean, who's to say that, like, therapist husband doesn't also want to enter? I mean,
watch out.
who's to say? So, yeah, so, you know, we'll drop all the rules and everything will be very detailed, so you won't have to do any asking of questions. We're going to lay it all out right for you. So Be ready. Watch out for our 10th episode giveaway coming to you today.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Me too.
All right, man. So I feel like this is what we've been waiting for. Like, we've been prepping all night for this episode, for this like content. So we talked about this already. We've been getting listener letters, and what typically happens is the letters are for lyrics to go. Well, we got a letter last week that it was just asking for some advice, and it just turns out that a lot of us have been getting some of the same like DMs and questions. So we're going to read a listener letter, and we're going to dedicate this episode to talking about sex. All right. It's a lengthy letter, so I'm going to read it slowly because y'all know I talk fast. Okay, here we go. So it says, "What's up, family? I'm almost 6 months out from VSG, and my new wife is a few weeks out. It's been tough for both of us, but overall, the best decision we have ever made. On one of the episodes, Chris said that before surgery, sex was a chore. But now if the wind blows, he's ready to go. That is me. I'm always ready, and with me losing inches on my stomach, I feel like I've gained inches to the main vein. Men are ridiculous. Before she had surgery, she wouldn't give me a break. Now she still wants to have sex, just less often, and we both notice that she doesn't get wet like she used to. I asked her if she was turned off by me because my excess skin. She told me she's still attracted to me, but since we had that conversation, she started hiding her body from me and avoiding sex. It's like she doesn't want me as much as I want her. The crazy thing is, since I started my IG account, I've gotten naked pictures sent and offers for sex by so many random women. My DMs are crazy." That's funny to me. Anyway, but I take my vows seriously, and there is only one woman for me, and that's my queen. You better. I just don't know what to do anymore. My sex drive is through the roof, and my wife isn't feeling me. The lady next door was bent over in her flower bed, and all I saw was that ass, and I immediately got a boner. A boner!
Oh no!
I I immediately,
that
a boner? Are you kidding? Okay, I immediately got a boner. She has to be my mom's age, but that ass was calling out to me. I got it bad, y'all. I went in the house to get at my girl, but she wasn't having none of what I was offering. She was into binge watching Scandal. Shit, the scandal was that I had to run to the bathroom and grab the KY jelly and handle my business while dreaming about smashing Miss Parker from next door.
No.
I shouldn't have to play pocket pool or think about the lady next door. I should be getting it on with my queen. Please help me out, pantry crew. I'm at my wit's end and ready to explode one way or another. So he also sent us some questions, but I gotta back up. What is play pocket pool?
Pocket pool is known as the 5-knuckle shuffle. In layman's terms, that is masturbation.
Oh.
Yes.
I have never heard of play pocket. What? But
the 5-knuckle shuffle. Pocket pool is you got your hands in your pocket and you kind of massaging your joint before you get to the joint to play with your joint.
Like you're reaching for a penny.
Oh my God, y'all are gross. Oh my God.
I'm learning so much.
I read that before and I'm like, pocket pool. Did I miss it? Okay. All right.
You trying to hit that 8-ball in the corner pocket. Boing.
Oh my God. Okay. So he has some questions and he has some, he specified some for Chris and Kat and some for me and Ashli. I guess I'll ask the questions and then we can just talk as it comes. So it says, here are my questions for Chris and Kat. Where did all these extra inches come from? How do I better control my sexual appetite? And then for me and Ashli, is it me or is it my wife? Did either of you experience dryness post-op? How do I make my wife feel comfortable with me again and know that she shouldn't be embarrassed about the changes in her body? So those are the questions. I'm just going to start by saying, if you have to ask, is it me or is it you? Like, I feel like that's an okay question to ask, but just don't ask that to her. Don't be like, babe, is it me or is it you? If she already feeling like some type of way, like, don't phrase that. Like, don't say that shit. Don't be like, is it me, babe, or is it you? Even if it is her, like, that, I just want to start with that. Like, don't start with no, is it me or is it you?
I feel you on that.
I'm curious to know about these extra inches. Can you help me out with that?
Okay.
Like, I don't understand.
Sure. Absolutely.
How many inches? Like, we talking about like one? Like,
well, it depends. Okay, that's a science, you know, and believe me, your boy done his research because the shit is overwhelming to me. And yeah, and it's like what you've already got, what you've been blessed with was already there to begin with. But if you become overweight, you become so obese, then it's like you making an exchange. You get more stomach and it actually, it's like a suction and it brings you in more. And, you know, it brings it in. Yeah, it definitely brings it in, but it's there. Because now,
don't do that no more. Don't do that fist thing no more. Don't do that shit no more.
All right. So L, it's there. And how you really can tell that it's there, even if you got a big ass stomach, if you take your hand, this is kind of gross, but you can go up under the shaft of your nuts, your balls or whatever, and you can see actually where it is. But it might not come out as much because your stomach is big. So fast forward to now, right. I'm a year and some change out, a year and a few months out. And, you know, I'm always transparent. I don't, care. So yeah, it does bring out who you really are. Now, if you wasn't blessed with that package deal, then ain't too much gonna pop out. You know, it's gonna just show up what you really had. And if that was 4 to 5, then that's all you got, 4 to 5. So then you can cue the music for when you lose on The Price is Right. Boom, 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 boom.
No, but that's facts though, facts. So that was like my similar question right before I got surgery. You know, we addressed everything else, but you know, you come down to the package talk. Does it get bigger? Yes and no. Like Ed said, it becomes more normal. And I really didn't understand that when a friend explained it to me. So, when I was bigger, because of this is something we could talk about in a little bit or later on, but the fupa is always there. It's
Yes.
the fanny pack that you have down there. And trying to get it on, trying to get in a few extra inches by pushing that fupa back, it's just embarrassing and it becomes a chore. And it's like at the end of the day, you feel defeated. So as you lose weight, the skin definitely rolls back. And I'm all for like that sweatband, because a lot of people actually hit me up about that. The more inches you lose around your stomach, it pulls your stomach up and in.
Yes.
Thus, you're pulling back the fupa, so it's going up. So for the fellas out there, you do have a lot more stamina. It feels girthier, dude. I feel like I could knock somebody out with this.
Hey,
And it's you
going
know what?
back,
And it's a guy thing. It's a guy thing.
it is.
You
Yeah.
feel more prideful,
It's a
especially
motivation.
now in the
Ooh,
wintertime.
yes.
In the wintertime, putting on a pair of sweatpants, I used to be like, no, I don't want to, because it's just like it looked like the edge of a ball. But now I'm just
You,
like, yeah, all right,
Chris,
you
you
say,
mentioned them. You mentioned them sweatpants. You mentioned them sweatpants, bro. Back in the day when I was Fat Boy RD, I didn't want to wear them sweatpants because the girls they looking for the print.
Mm-hmm.
All you was gonna get
Exactly.
was that belly print. But shit, I
Yep.
don't wear no drawers no more. I ain't wore drawers none in the pandemic. And I'm just gonna put that shit out there, man. The shit is on and popping. Sex is not laborious. There's no labor. Walking around with this big ass gut back in the day, trying to get it on. That's not a labor of love. That's just a labor. That's slave labor. Because you want to try all the positions, girl. Let's get freaky, baby. Let's do this. Let's do that. Trying to hit from the back. It's just too much fucking work. You got to pick your belly up, and you be like, "Come on, baby, come on, back up to it. Hurry up and back up to it." And then by the time she back up to it, you fuck around and drop your gut on her back. You might fuck around and she might slip a disc because you got 200 pounds of gut that's been hit in the back.
Facts.
So that's just
Facts.
part of it. But now I'm just gonna say this, man, and I'm gonna let Eldon answer their questions. Dude, I'm happy with myself. When I see the doc, I give him a high five. I'm like, bro, you did that shit for your boy because you gave me my mojo back. Now I walk
Yep.
around naked most of the time. My wife be like, just love to see your dick hanging on. I
All
definitely
the
do.
time. Yes.
I do the helicopter dance and shit now.
You do
All
jumping
that.
jacks? You do jumping jacks like I do. I do
Boy,
jumping
what?
jacks. That's my favorite. That's my
Dude,
favorite. Or
hey,
push-ups. Push-ups is my favorite.
look, I was glad to trade in this old spare tire to get my Alabama black snake.
Well, in Puerto Rico, we call it El Chupacabra. Hey.
Hey, I got that Alabama black snake. I'm coming long. I'm coming strong. I'm ready, baby. I'm always ready.
I'm glad your ass is married so you can be sitting down someplace and not out here wilding out because you'll be wild.
Man, you know what? That's probably the best thing the Lord knew to make Care wait. And he was good and married for so many years because he would be a plumb fool. Do you hear me? I would be a plumb fool because back in the day, man, I didn't want to take my clothes off with the lights on. I was just embarrassed, man. Girls would be like, "Oh, it's okay, kid," blah blah blah. It's like they was having pity and shit. Nobody wants sympathy sex.
Yeah.
Nobody.
It's a self-esteem thing, If you don't feel good about yourself, and to all the fellas out there, if you don't feel good about yourself overall, you can't get this to connect with that. But you got to feel it and believe it wholeheartedly up here. I mean, there's going to be times, especially fresh out from surgery, I had no urge whatsoever. No urge.
Right, absolutely not.
Because your body's numb. Your body's still in shock. It's still trying to hit that level, that median. It's trying to come down from the shock. So just give it time, guys. Just give it time. Trust me. Thunder is on the way.
It's
Chris,
coming.
how long?
Then,
How long did you feel like you weren't in the mood post-op? Like, when did you feel like, okay, I'm ready?
I would say for the first 3.5, 4 months, no urge whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't even able to have an erection. Just wasn't in the mood. I felt as though I lost feeling in it completely. Like I would like touch it and like move it, and I was just like nothing. It was just there until my body level started regulating. And as soon as it seemed like one day I wasn't in the mood, and then the next week I was just like, I could break concrete walls with this thing. So now I'd say first 3 months.
I think too, the more weight I lost, like once I passed 100 pounds, it was like it was a whole new world. I mean, it just not being serious, a whole new world opened up because I was the lay on my back champ because I didn't want to get on top because for one, I didn't want to kill my wife. Because hell, who wants that? I mean, like how did she die? That motherfucker was on top of her. The ambulance that came and picked her up and shit, and she pressed down into the bed. What kind of shit is that?
What movie is that, bro?
Okay.
Color purple. How he died on top of me? It wasn't me. And then I could have died too, having a heart attack.
Do y'all feel like when you were heavier, aside from it just being a chore, because y'all still get an erection? Like, were your erections okay? Because there's someone in the community who kind of talks about how he had ED, like he just couldn't get erect because he was so heavy. Did y'all ever experience just not being able to perform, like show up to perform?
Sometimes.
Absolutely.
You got to think too that the blood flow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think because because there's so much pressure down there, and there's so much movement, and things are just getting cut off, especially when you sit down. It's just like, I'm telling you, you got to build up to it. Mentally, you got to build up to it. Like, you got to set a section, like a day and a time, just so you can mentally prepare for it, because it's a chore. It's a chore, and like, you just don't feel it because you're so heavy. I feel like when you're heavy, it stops all the blood flow. Like Kat said, it's really disheartening. And then she's looking at you, and you're just like, and she's like, and there's nothing you can do. So weight loss helps tremendously.
There's nothing worse than bringing somebody to the table and then you can't perform. That's the worst feeling in the world.
Oh, it sucks.
I wouldn't even know how to be a support to my man if he couldn't. I don't know what I would do. I don't. Okay, so I'm just gonna pretend like I'm asleep at this point because I don't even know how to be the support that you need from me. Like, so actually, you said that it was the same for you. Like post-op, like soon post-op, that you wasn't feeling it either.
No, like Chris, maybe after 2 months, it was like, okay, like there's a sensation, or like my interest was peaked, because before it was like, don't touch me, don't sleep on the side of me, like I don't want to be bothered, like don't joke with me, because like I feel like I was going through the trials of like, I can't believe I had surgery. I'm happy that I had it, but like I can't believe it took something like this drastic to happen. It was just all kind of doubts. So it was like I was just unhappy with myself, and I wasn't a quick loser in the beginning. So I was doing that comparison shit. Or like, this person lost 50 pounds on her liquid diet, and here I am losing like 10. So I just was really unsure. And like Chris said, it's real mental. So if mentally I'm not there, like I'm not about to get wet for you. Like, don't touch me. Like, I can't even be sexy for myself. How can I be sexy for you? You know?
Yeah.
So I definitely struggle with that. But after the 2-month mark, it was like, okay. I think I lost maybe like 30 pounds or so. And I was like, okay, I could do something with this. Yeah. What about you, Lonnie?
I never lost interest. I never lost interest. I was always interested. I remember I went to Philly. I was like a month out, and I went to Philly, and I was on the hunt. Like, who can I lay? I done lost 40 pounds. Who can I get? But for me, it was like I experienced like wifey. I experienced the dryness. So I was there mentally. I was ready for it. I like felt it. I wanted it, but I didn't experience the same pre-op moisture. I guess that word is actually really disgusting. The word moist is very
moist. Moist. I love that word. I don't know.
Oh my God, moist. It's so disgusting.
Moist.
And ointment.
Oh, it's so gross. We gotta put another one. And wet just seems so dirty, but whatever. So pre-op, I was wet. Like, I didn't have no problems. Like, maybe 2 wet pre-op. And then post-op, I did experience real like, wait a minute, why isn't my body responding how my head is? Like, my head is telling me that I want you and I want you now, but my body isn't showing you that. And so, like, I don't know. So that was a mind game. So when I was reading this, I was like, I get it. I can relate to wifey, because it's not that I don't want you, because I do. My body, my hormones are jacked up, and I'm 14 months out, and my body is still like that. I can be ready, right? And still, like, my lower parts are not reflecting that. So I had to learn how to make his not the same type of KY jelly that he used to play pocket pool, because I feel like that's nasty KY jelly. I had to use something else. I had to use like something sexy and green apple or something. Like I had to learn how to make that sexy and like put it on him and me and make it a thing because I was feeling it and I wanted it, but my body wouldn't relate. And that's hormones. So there's science behind that too. So the same hormones that make us lose our hair as women, give us dark spots or change our coloration in our face is the same hormone that kind of drives you up. It happens after pregnancy, after surgeries. That hormone change. And it'll regulate itself out. My hair started growing back. My face is clear. I haven't experienced my wetness, the same wetness that I knew pre-op yet, but I'm trusting it'll come back because it's just my body trying to figure out, like, sis, what's going on? You've also lost almost 200 pounds. I'm trying to catch up to you, right? So...
And that might be her biggest problem too, that body image. There was a moment where I was like, I've been plus size my whole life. I was familiar with this one frame. And the current frame that people love, I was like, I don't want this shit. Like, this is not sexy to me. Like, y'all like it, but I'm like, there's some stuff missing that I found very attractive. So as a woman, that's why she could be hiding her body. And if we want to be honest, like they have so many women that lose weight and they automatically do plastics. So it's almost like your program, like, well, this is not my final form, right? Yeah. Like there's some other steps I got to take, and until I make them other steps, then I'm not sexy. And like Chris said, if I don't feel sexy, like I can't pop it off for you. Like I can't do it. I can't do nothing for you.
Yeah.
And that's something I feel like I'm kind of going through. Arlani, I don't know if you're there either. Like I'm okay with where I am. Could I fix some shit? Yeah. But like I shouldn't feel pressured that I've lost this amount, so I should immediately have to go to plastics. Like I should be okay sitting where I am if I want to sit where I am. So she probably dealing with a lot, and she's not talking to your ass about what she dealing with.
That's a really good point, because I experienced that as well. At 400, like I joke all the time. At 420 pounds, your girl was getting it, and I was. But that was because I had to figure out how to navigate that body. I was putting on sexy lingerie, and I felt sexy, but that's because that was the only body I've always known. I only knew that body, and so now here I am smaller, and I find myself like, still sometimes kind of feeling sexy, but not, because look, I don't really know how to navigate this body. This is new. It's literally I think the body I have right now, I've maybe had for 5 months, maybe, right? Like this is still a very brand new body to me. My figure being slimmer, I don't really know yet how to like maneuver myself to look pleasing to you or myself. Like I have no idea. And also I think that men may understand that to a certain extent, but it's a different level of mind fuck to sit up with your man who you want them to find you attractive and tell him like, babe, I don't know how to be sexy in this body. Because what he's going to say is, oh, I love your body. Your body is sexy. And that's not what we need, right? We don't need confirmation that you are attracted to us. That's not what we're asking you for, right? So to the brother, he asked, is it me or is it her? That would be my like, try and have the conversation with her and just let her vent if she wants to. Like she's not asking for validation that she's sexy. She don't need that. Like give her the space to be able to talk to you if she wants to. Like, because it could be that she's just still trying to figure out, how do I work this new frame that I have, right? And so if that's the case, like I don't know how that looks or what that looks like. But being an ear, like, and not saying shit like, is it you or is it me? Because I think that's triggering. That's triggering to me. Like, that sounds like a breakup. That sounds like breakup vocabulary, right? So now I'm like triggered, right? So maybe not saying that, but maybe saying like, babe, what do you need for me to be more of a support to you? How can I help you feel more comfortable in your body? Because I think that you're beautiful. Because again, she doesn't need to know that you think that she's pretty. Because men, we know y'all gonna do. What did he say? Y'all gonna have a boner either way it goes. Like we know that it's like our own head thing. And so I think it's a level of her being able to be comfortable for herself and not so much for you. I think that's my idea.
You know what? And Ked,
what did you say, Chris? Go ahead, bro.
Ked, I think you could you could chime in if this makes sense. You know, for guys, it's kind of, you know, your man piece is kind of defines you subconsciously, defines what, you know, a man is supposed to be, right? It's all psychological. You think with this, but then guys, for the most part, think with that, and that's just what it is. So, you know, being heavy, and not feeling Like you could want to be in the mood to do it, but not feel it. And I think for a guy that's very disheartening, and it takes his manhood away. But I think now, because I've lost all this weight, I'm ready to go. Now, like looking at another guy who hadn't had weight loss surgery, I think there's a push for him to like bulk up. You understand what I'm saying? Lift weights and how get as big as you can, muscular six pack. I don't need that. I think the confirmation for me was to lose weight and like look down and see, oh, okay, well, I still got it. That's enough confirmation to me. I don't feel like Ashli said, I don't need necessarily to push it to the next step. I'm fine with where I'm at. Saggy skin, that's fine. A little bit of a gut, a jiggle when I brush my teeth, that's fine. But there is no push for me to hit the gym 6 days out of the week to get bulky, ripped, steroids. That's not me. My whole lifelong struggle was to be comfortable in my own body. People are just like, Chris, why do you walk around shirtless all the time? I walk around naked all the time because I love it. I love my new body now. Who cares? And it took for me getting the surgery to really appreciate that. Like all this was behind all that, Chris. You know what? I mean, and then the piece getting bigger, that's just complimentary. You know what I'm saying? It's just complimentary.
That's like getting a piece of apple pie and then your girl come in with an ice cream scoop that she didn't put on top. Like, oh shit, I got apple pie
you know what I'm talking
ice
about.
Cream. That's pretty much what it comes down to. And my brother, man, you know, I know you looking at Miss Parker next door or whatever her name is. She might have a fat ass, you know, but hey, your woman knows, and any woman knows, just like any man knows, that we all look, but you know, it's a respect thing. For one, you know, you can look, but you know, I wouldn't go and put her in the spank bank and then, you know, go thinking about her. You know what I'm saying? You got to really have that conversation with your girl. Because I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Since I've had the surgery, of course, now that I'm getting more comfortable with me and who I am, of course, I want it more. But will I always get it all the time? No, because you know, your girl might not be in the mood. Various things come into play. I don't know if you got kids, that shit will come into play sometimes. They cock block all the time. So you've got to find the balance to balance that. Yeah, hell, I'm horny as fuck all the time. I wake up thinking about it. Fuck, but I got to figure out how to, it's a mental thing. Like Lonnie said, it's a mind fuck. So you've got to really figure out how to balance that shit because you're not going to fuck it. It's not, I mean, some people might say they do it every fucking day, but most of them are, 90% of them are fucking lying.
Yeah.
So, you know, if y'all got to put a schedule together, you know, talk about it. First, see where she's at. You said she's only a few weeks out. Ashli just said that first couple months, she didn't want to be touched because she was trying to get comfortable with herself. So maybe that's what she is. So this is where you got to come in and suck that shit up and be there for your girl right now just to see what she is. I guarantee you'll get further that way than coming in and, you know, being an antagonist and saying, you know, what's going on? Is it me or is it you? That's bitch assness. That's 100% bitch assness because you know there's probably 9 times out of 10 that's going to spark a fucking argument because a woman don't want to hear that shit. And the worst thing that you can do to a woman is try to play her like she's stupid.
I'm glad you said that, kid, because I also want old dude to be aware of, like, are you showing her more sexual attention now? And is it making her feel like I have to lose weight for you to want to fuck me? Like, did I have to lose some pounds for you to want to have more sex with me? Women, we think about a lot of stuff, y'all. Y'all just don't know. Like, we be tired.
It's a lot. So, and not only that, but like, are you showing her more sexual attention and that's the only type of attention? Like, are you, you know, talking to her and asking her about her day? Like, are y'all working in the house because COVID? Are you maybe texting her from a different room like, babe, I love you? Like, are you also still showering her with the same attention you are at 10 p.m. and your dick is hard? Or you got a boner, as you like to say, sir? Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a lot to consider, and I think that it starts with you, friend. I think it starts with figuring out, like, are you being the husband that your wife needs you to be?
That's right.
And also, I think, too, coming in the house, I mean, I'm a writer, so I have a very vivid imagination. I saw this man sitting on his patio, drinking some water because he's staying hydrated post-op. And I imagined Miss Parker bending over, and I imagined him getting an erection. I imagined him going into the house and going directly into let's have sex without any type of rubbing or kissing or foreplay or regardless of what she was doing, nothing, just going straight for the money. And I can imagine that's why she was like, back your ass up, because it was there was nothing that was engaging. Nothing felt good. It wasn't enduring. So I think going to the beginning, is it me or is it you, babe? It's you. It's you, sir. I think it's you. I think you need to do some like self-reflection. What you think, Chris?
Listen, and to the guy that wrote this letter, you need to also take into account, not only is it a physical change, but it's also a psychological and emotional change too. So even though it seems that she may not be paying attention or want you or want to have that type of talk just yet, you need to understand that, you know, because I went through this too. It's a life altering thing. You know, you're wondering if you regret it. You're wondering if it's the right decision. You're wondering how people will perceive you or interact with you now. You're wondering if you're gonna have the same relationship with food. So there's a whole bunch of other things that go into this surgery that preoccupies your time, not just physical, but mental too. You're thinking about a lot. How's work gonna be different? How is raising kids, if you have kids, gonna be different? How's just being active and living day to day gonna be different? So I don't think her body or her mind, for that matter, is at the same pace as where you are, because you're a little bit further out. So just give her time, she'll come down. And then, like Kat said, just let her come into it, and then just schedule a time for you guys to have an open, honest discussion about it.
Yeah, you got to pump the brakes. My biggest thing, and I can tell you this from experience, don't fuck yourself before you can fuck. Don't fuck yourself before you can fuck. And I tell you what I mean when I say that. I know I'm kind of abrasive when it comes to terms and my terminology, but it's a method to my madness. And when I say don't fuck yourself before you can fuck, women have to be courted all day long. Like Lonnie just said, you can't come in the room at 10 o'clock and then, hey, we finna have sex. Don't work like that. You'd be like, damn, the first thing she's gonna say, and I'm gonna tell you this from fucking experience. The first thing that she's gonna fucking say is you just putting your hands on me because you want some ass now. You ain't said nothing. You ain't looked at me. You ain't told me you love me all day. Ain't gave me no fucking kiss. Now all of a sudden you done cozied your ass up on the couch next to me after this movie that went off and it's Saturday night and the kids done went to bed. You think you finna get some ass. Bro, you going to bed with that hard ass boner. I'm telling you facts. I'm telling you what I know. You're going to take your ass to bed. You're going to wake up mad than a motherfucker. She might have some sympathy for you Sunday morning and give you a little taste Sunday morning, but it ain't going to be the same as it could have been Saturday if you'd have played your fucking card right. So if you took her to the mall, when you're in the mall with her, hold her fucking hand. I ain't saying you got to sit there and rub on her ass and shit all day and be a dirty freak. When I say foreplay all day, it's not just kissing and doing, you know, foreplay shit that's in the bedroom. I'm talking about courting your girl, you know, doing those things, just opening the door, complimenting her, telling her she smell good, you know, kiss on the neck or something, you know, you're in the mall, hold her hands, put your arm around her, you know, you might pat that ass a little bit. Let her know she loved, bro. Let her know she's more than just an object for sex for you.
I like it. Ashli, I think I want to, and then we can wrap this up, but in the event that our good wifey friend reads this, and you are a wife, I am not a wife, I'm out here living my but like, I'm curious, do you have a tip that you could share to help her feel sexy, like for herself? Not necessarily to go and turn her man on, but like something that she could do like for herself, for her own like boost of confidence and to get the endorphins in herself running to make herself feel sexy. Like, do you have a suggestion? And I'll share one too.
The best thing she can do is Savage X Fenty or any lingerie brand. She has to feel sexy for herself. And being a plus size woman, lingerie didn't seem to be as accessible for me even 2 years ago, Lonnie. I don't know if I'm making this up, but I don't feel like it was accessible like it is now.
Not sexy.
Yeah, so she needs to find something that she likes. I don't care if her man don't like the bodysuit or if he don't like the color red. We don't care about what he likes. So she needs to wear something for herself. She needs to make a drink for herself. She needs to parade around her house by herself. These are all things that I do. Like, I do it for me. I don't do it for my man. So if I want to sit up and make myself a meal and wear something sexy or just have a good time, I do that for myself. And when he sees the way that I love on me, then he can in turn love on me in the way that he's seeing me do it to myself. And that's the key. So I see that she did all these things for herself. Well, maybe I should do that too and see what reaction I get. So she got to show herself the love first. So get that lingerie, get that robe. If you're scared for lingerie right now, get you a nice robe that feels nice on your skin. Like satin is sexy. Like silk is sexy. I'm gonna need you to throw out all the old shit you got, boo, and just start buying the new stuff. Buy the new stuff, baby. Yeah.
Get rid of them pajamas with the feet in them.
They gotta go. Save them for Christmas. My little suggestion is similar. I have lost a lot of weight and my skin it's not pleasing to me. And so I don't feel my sexiest in like little stringy panties. I actually don't feel sexy at all in that stuff. But I do feel sexy in like my shapewear, like my thong shapewear or my lacy shapewear. I am quick to put on my lacy shapewear and a silk robe and a lip and like get something cute to drink and dance around in the mirror. Like that makes me feel good. Like it, like feeling the silk on my skin changes my attitude. Yeah, like I'm nicer to you now. Another thing I really love is there's an Olay skin conditioning lotion body wash. I posted it a couple days ago on my Instagram, but I took a shower with that the other day and I got out and it has like gold specks. Like the conditioner leaves like little gold flakes on my skin. Y'all was in my bed by myself, like, yes, like I felt good. Like, girl, I was taking pictures to send to people's sons. Like I felt sexy, right? So get you that Olay skin conditioner wash, girl. Go get in your shower and wash. Turn on some Tiana Taylor because Tiana Taylor makes me feel sexy too. She is a bad. Turn on some Tiana Taylor and touch yourself. Like, feel good. Do it for yourself, not for your man. Because like Ashli said, he's going to see the way that you're loving on you and follow, right? So do it for you. Like, just feel sexy.
He might peek behind the door, just like,
yeah, but that's
sexy. Doing in there?
That's sexy. I like it.
It is.
Mm-hmm. We might have to talk to her in another letter about toys, because she might need some toys too, Lonnie. See?
Girl, and see, he like KY jelly too, so you probably need to get some toys and some KY, because there's some real experience and some dryness. Get you some fun little KY that's for his and hers, and some vibrators for his and both of y'all. Yeah, we might have to talk to sis later, girl. Send us a message. Babe, husband, direct your wifey to us so that we can talk to her about these toys and this sexy KY. Because, baby, I done discovered in the past 14 months how to make KY jelly sexy, okay?
Shit.
Wow.
Hey, another thing, too, that'll, when this episode is up and aired, we are putting together a playlist of our favorite slow jams that'll get you in the mood. So it'll be a collective from all four of us, and it'll be on Spotify. It's the People's Pantry, the Sex is on My Mind playlist. It'll be some of our favorite joints that'll be up and popping. It'll be live, so you can look for that too when this episode drops, baby. That's gonna be another thing.
There's a Tiana Taylor song. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but it makes me want to like sexy crawl to somebody.
Damn, she said the sexy crawl to somebody.
I want to get on all fours. I want to get on all fours and crawl to you. It changes me. Good. Listen, feeling sexy will change you. It will change, sis. Go figure out what make you sexy and turn off the lights, and you have you a good little night. Baby, maybe your good night don't even include your husband. Maybe it's just you. Maybe you got to love on just you.
Damn.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
I'm gonna put tweet on that.
I'm gonna say this and then I'm done. You need to know how to make yourself come before you can expect any man to do it for you. Right, sis? So go explore. Turn off the lights. Go light you some candles. Get in that tub and play. Have you a good night by yourself. Explore yourself. Have a good night, sis. Feel good. Do what you got to do. And then invite him later. But make yourself feel good and then teach him how to. That's it.
My brother, if you got to go in there and play with the main vein and do the spank bang thing, then, do it right. Take care of yourself, man. But don't, be thinking about your girl, man. Don't be thinking about the lady next door. Think about your girl, If you gotta beat off on beat, play some Super Mario Brothers and shit. Do. do 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 do
Oh my
do
God.
do whatever.
That's good.
That will never be the same for me now.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, Chris, do you have a
I'm
meal
just-
for us that we could have with this sexy date? Is there a meal?
You know what? You know what? There seems to be, you know what? And let's just kick it right off. So a quick romantic meal of the night, since, you know, we're talking about something very sensual, very romantic. What else than pizza? I'm gonna keep it simple, keep it quick. Pizza is it's such an interactive dish. You know, you guys get to have fun with it. And it's not one person doing it. Invite her, invite him, make it fun. Just get a whole bunch of crazy toppings. Make it healthy or not. It's really up to you. And that's basically what it is. Light a couple of candles. Have a nice, you know, set up a nice table. You want to make it nice and romantic. Maybe dim the lights if you can. And just make it fun. Make it fun. Make it relaxing. Don't make it a chore. Make it very organic. Make lots of eye contact. Because eye contact is key, fellas. Eye contact is key, all right? And just show each other how much you appreciate each other, and while you're cooking something delicious. And then hopefully you get some brownies in the bag, and it'll be a fun rest of the night for you. So pizza any way you want, guys. Play around with it. Play around with it.
I like that idea of cooking together, especially in pizza.
Mhm.
Pizzas are easy. You can buy the crust at the store and then
Right.
just do your toppings together. But it's cute because we get to like be cutesy and play and kind of talk and not have to spend a whole lot of time focusing on like making this extravagant meal. We get to, you know, still cook to eat and also like interact with one another. So that's cute, Chris. I like it.
Hey,
It's
you know
perfect.
what,
You get to giggle. You get to laugh. You get to kind of like go in between, watch a movie while it's in the oven. You guys get to just have
That's
fun. You know,
also
maybe touch hands
foreplay.
a little bit.
That's
It
that
is
foreplay
very
that
much.
Ken was talking about because now I'm liking you. You touching my hand a little bit. We making eye contact.
Yeah,
That's that foreplay that Ken was putting us on.
Putting sauce on
yeah,
each
it
other's
is.
neck. Ooh,
I mean, you can get
ooh,
freaky if you want. I get it. Yeah.
ooh,
Oh,
ooh.
Make
Hey,
sure it's
put
sugar free.
pepperonis,
Sugar free sauce.
pepperoni. Hey, look, put
Sugar-free.
pepperoni,
what is it? What is it? Rouse sugar free sauce.
rouse. That's it,
Yeah.
rouse, sugar free. You know,
Mhm.
put a little bit. You know, put a pepperoni in a nipple or something. You know, nibble it off.
Me on the nip.
Pepperoni right here.
Oh my.
Yeah, baby.
Oh my God.
That's
That's
it.
too much. Ashley,
That
get
is
us out
it.
of here. Take us back. Reel us back in, Ashley. Reel us back in.
I got you. So it's gonna be a little bit of zodiac / just like, you know, words of wisdom for my Virgos. Every time I research something from you guys, you're dependable, you're solid, perfectionist. Yes, that comes up as well. And with you guys being perfectionists, sometimes you'll allow the negatives of your partners to kind of build up, and you'll just kind of chastise your partners at times. So your zodiac said, could you be making a big deal out of nothing? Could you be making a big deal out of nothing? So, you know, I've told you guys this before. We have different communication styles. Are you being the aggressor? And being the aggressor will push that partner away, and you will then begin to chase. And the other person will sometimes flee just because you want to just make it right. And sometimes you just have to sit back and be like, am I making a big deal out of this? Or could I look at it a different way? You know? So this is just being aware. Like, I know that I'm dependable and I'm really organized, but not everyone is as amazing as I am as a Virgo, you know, detail oriented, you know, unlike me and Chris. So this is just bringing attention to, could I just relax just a little bit? Could I just relax just a little bit? What do you guys think about that?
No, I cannot relax a little bit. We're going to be stressed the hell out if I relax. So, because I'm going to be antsy and anxious.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
I'm always sorry after the fact.
Well, you know, that's good empathy. We like empathy, you know. As long as you become aware of, you know what, I'm always getting angry about this one thing. Maybe I can work on some patience here. Or maybe I can just communicate while it's happening instead of blowing up. So at least my partner is aware of it, which is something that I have an issue with, you know. So I'll be honest with my Aquarius side. I'll let things build up. And then I'll be like, you did this, instead of saying that at point one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the question. Could you be making a big deal out of nothing? But if it's a big deal to you, nothing is wrong with that. Just make sure that your partner is aware that it's a big deal before you go off. Sound
Okay.
good? Okay.
Good stuff.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Aries, are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Mm-hmm. So it said that you might be having issues with communicating with loved ones or families, and that unfortunately, you just might have to be the responsible person and just start the conversation. It's not always fun to start the conversation because you get tired of starting the conversation, right? You just want
You
someone
get
else.
uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's just asking that you be available, that you be patient, and that you see both sides as well if you haven't been seeing things more openly.
I feel every time you speak those words of wisdom, I feel like you're here living with me. No, I definitely understand. I definitely understand that. You know, Aries being a hothead as I am sometimes, I only see it my way. And I can be kind of aggressive in like communicating or just a conversation to get people just to understand me. Like I'll get to your side eventually, but my side is what counts first. And I know that could be very selfish. You know, not communicating is just as bad as communicating too much or saying something that is wrong or not right. So you hit a spot there. You hit a spot. Yeah, you're right. I'll work on that, Ashley, I guess.
Don't feel bad. With me being an Aquarius, I like for everyone to be easy on me, but when they try to hold me accountable, I'm like, but we're not talking about me right now. We're talking about you. So it said that I need to be more grounded and more aware and patient, and that I need to, if I'm holding someone else accountable, that I also have to be accountable of the same things that I'm requiring from my partner, which I can be very selfish sometimes because, you know, at times as a partner, you might feel like you're doing so much and the other person might not be matching your same intensity. And it can feel a whole lot of, but what about me? And you can't be like that all the time in a partnership. So everything that I told you guys, I need to communicate as well and not let things build up. Because when it does overflow, that is when I am aggressive, Chris. And I can get really hot. And we don't need that, you know? We don't need that. Mm-mm. Yeah. So these are words of wisdom / astrology with Therapist Bay today. Kia, you want to close us out?
Hey, yeah, absolutely. Great show tonight. We definitely touched on a lot of issues that's plaguing a lot of people in the weight loss community. So, you know, I hope we kind of help be able to be of assistance to some people. You know, make you laugh. You might cry about it, but just be better. You know, our goal is for you to come out of this a better person, as well as for us too, because we get educated out of this as well. So this is helping not only you, but it's helping us as well, because we might deal with some of the same issues, and we do, because we definitely are transparent and we say what we're dealing with. So definitely, you know, I hope that we have been of some service as usual, and that's what we want to do. And be on the lookout for the information for the 10th episode giveaway. That'll be out momentarily after you saw this episode. It'll be out on all facets of social media where we are, personal page as well as the pantry page, and I will let Elle tell you where you can find her.
I am Lonnie. You can find me at rny.bypass.beauty. Ashley, where we find you at?
You can find me on Instagram at BSG_Ashli. Chris?
You can find me at Spicy Papi Chris _ anytime.
The spiciest of all Papi Chris.
Yes.
That's Papi, baby. Our brother. That's our brother. You can find me, Kid, at Sleeve Believe the Hype. You can find us collectively at the People's Pantry on IG. And now we are live on Twitter. You can find us at People's Pantry, the number 4. At People's Pantry 4 on Twitter. Help us out, follow us. We're trying to get them followers up. We're going to be putting our content over there as well. So we, going to be back and forth between the two. Also, if you want to email us, you can email us at the People's Pantry, the number 4 gmail.com. If you got some, topics you want us to discuss, even if you want to write us for advice, whether it's just from advice from everybody, or if you want Lyrics to go, you want all of that, just let us know what you're feeling, man, what you're thinking. And of course, we're on YouTube. That's where all of these episodes are. And we do post them on IG, but IG kind of like, they hate on us a little bit. They don't let us, you can actually go to it and click the link. That's where Twitter comes in. With Twitter, we post the link we can tweet it, and you can actually click from right there, because people don't want to go and find you on YouTube. They might have trouble doing that. So they want to go right to the link. So that'll be another avenue, an outlet for you to be able to find it. And also on our personal pages, we normally put the link up top up there too for those episodes. You can kind of click that as well. So we definitely thank you all, as usual, for rocking with the People's Pantry. We love you guys. The 10th episode is coming up. It's going to be epic. Elle is putting together a great Trader Joe's package. I can't wait to see what's in it myself. Somebody's going to be really, really fortunate to get that, man. It's going to be some great stuff. And I don't know. We might have some anonymous entries, or creating some fake pages to win this thing. I be feeling like crack for some of that Trader Joe's stuff. Some of that stuff they got on the West Coast, they don't have right here where I am.
That is true.
So you might, be one of those people like me that's out here in Atlanta and can't get some of the stuff that Lonnie gets on the West Coast. So yeah, that's where we are, man. Just keep rocking with us. We're going to sign off for today, and we'll be back soon. Y'all keep following us, man. We love you guys. Peace.